Well, here we are, we're at the randomly picked place out of the 27th Walking Highlights draw. Really excited about this one, folks, because this is the first time we've been in this county and we're by the coast, the Jurassic coast. So let's see what it's going to be like.
Today I'm in Lyme Regis in Dorset. I will be starting around this area at Holmbush car park. Then I'll be going down the road and then walking along the seafront, and then we'll be going all the way to the other end of Lyme Regis and then joining the coastal path and following it all the way along here, and we should see some wonderful views as we go, and then heading to Charmouth and then taking the walk all the way back to the car. So join me on my walk to see how I get on.
Well, here we go. We've got to walk out of Holmbush car park and then we'll be taking a right turn down Pine Walk. So I think there's some steps over here, but it is absolutely rammed in here today, folks, because it is such a lovely day, 20 degrees. Yeah, there we go. So down here and then we'll go this way. So walking down here, you're going to see a glimpse of the sea, which is always exciting to see. Now look at that. Now what a start to the walk that you get from here. Absolutely stunning, isn't it? And it's nice to go down this walk because then you don't have to go on the road, you just appreciate the preview of what Lyme Regis offers. Look at this. That's why I kind of wanted to park in the car park I did. And this little garden that you can walk around is called Lister Gardens. I love the way that they've got these very in-keeping street lamps. And of course I will talk more about Lyme Regis very soon, and it all makes sense why those street lamps are shown like this. Well, it's a bit misty today in the distance, but you can still appreciate this, can't you? Really is superb. And we'll see what I mean, all the way along here. Very nice. This is a nice little feature. Kids can have fun by learning about the Lyme Regis Discovery Trail. And there's some information about the garden lights and woodland nature walk. They were opened by the Mayor of Lyme Regis, Councillor Brian Larkham MBE, in September 2019. Yeah, and as I say, what a start to walk down to the beach. This little view you get, you know, it's great. And what we're going to do, we're going to go down there and then we're going to walk along the beach. And yeah, it smells like someone's got some sort of, I don't know, like a barbecue starting up. But yeah, brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Another great view. coming down here. Fantastic day, isn't it? So yeah, we're gonna, as I say, I think this beach here is a man-made one. That's what I've heard. So, oh, look at that, Indian Supper Club. I certainly am not ready for that, but yeah, 5 to 9 on the 25th of April. Well, that's gone. But anyway, but yeah, it's absolutely, look at the atmosphere here. Loads of people on the left just enjoying the day, and you got Marine Theatre this way.
Guys, have a lovely day. Take care.
So here we go. Look, I mean, I'm not used to all these people. I'm normally like used to just, as I've said before, just being in the woods or the fields and just seeing the cattle, you know, not used to seeing so much life. But yeah, and you've got the, as you can see, you've got the beach huts coming up with those pastel colours. You've got an arcade here on the left, so good for the kids or whoever likes those coin dozing machines as well. They got them. Look at these wonderful prints. Look at that, of that sunset and the quite powerful waves there. But yeah, look at that. Wonderful. Really lovely. So the company behind those prints is called Jurassic Coast Gallery. So check them out online. You can just take your time walking along here, but because why would you want to walk fast? Absolutely terrific. Nice husky coming up here, look. But yeah, and you can hear the waves, and yeah, people are out on the sea enjoying it, you know, on their paddle boards or standing up and, you know, doing that. And
It'd be a really nice one down near us.
absolutely lovely. I love the colour of this house. Every time I come here and I see that house, I just like the balconies, the two balconies that it's got, and then it's got a table at the top. God, very lucky, eh? To see this type of view like that, but higher up. Brilliant. It just feels like you're in Spain, the temperature at the moment. We've had so much bad weather, haven't we? The rain, it's been quite cold, and now all of a sudden we've got this great spell. I would love an ice cream right now. I've seen a couple of people with them. But yeah, it does get you in the mood for an ice cream, doesn't it? Now, yeah, this is a great view, isn't it? And I'll tell you what, there's a bit of interesting information to give you now. So, Lyme Regis harbour wall is called the Cob and was built as a breakwater to protect ships and the town. Walking the wall is the best way to see the Cob, providing the weather and sea conditions allow, like today, which is perfect. Stroll along its monumental walls to unearth its rich historic past. One of the buildings on the Cob has been converted to house a small marine aquarium. Beyond the aquarium is the Victoria Pier, which is used by the working boats because it is the deepest part of the harbour. The pier is named after Princess Victoria, who visited Lyme Regis in 1833 and later became Queen of the United Kingdom. The end of the Victoria Pier offers the classic view of Lyme Regis with a panoramic view of Charmouth, past Stone Barrow and Golden Cap to West Bay and beyond to Chesil Beach. The steps connecting the lower part of the Cobb to the upper part are made from protruding stones known locally as Granny's Teeth. It was these steps which feature in Jane Austen's novel Persuasion, where the character Louisa Musgrove falls and suffers a concussion. Now the Cobb also featured in the film adaptation of John Fowles' novel The French Lieutenant's Woman. The late John Fowles was an acclaimed author who lived in Lyme. The adaptation was filmed in the town in 1980 and starred Meryl Streep and Jeremy Irons. So the earliest known mention of the Cobb is in 1294, though it probably existed before Lyme received a royal charter in 1284 from King Edward I. It is still unclear why it is called the Cobb. The Cobb has been destroyed or severely damaged by storms several times. It was swept away in 1377, which led to the destruction of 50 boats and 80 houses. Until 1756, the Cobb was detached from the land at high tide. When a bad storm in 1817 damaged the Cobb, it was virtually rebuilt using the local Portland stone. For centuries, Lyme was a major channel port, attracting ships and traders from all over Europe. It enjoyed a long heyday between 1500 and 1700 with far-flung trade to Africa, the West Indies and the Americas, benefiting rich merchants and sea captains. So yeah, as you can appreciate, Lyme Regis does have a lot of history, doesn't it? And I'll tell you more about Lyme Regis shortly. We're just going to sort of head off now and see what else we can see along our journey. And I like the information there, which ties in, doesn't it, with what we were talking about. So we're just coming through here over the little roundabout where the clock tower was, and I like this little bit as well because it's a good lookout area for the, looking over at the sea. Oh, you've got something else to mention actually, is the River Lyme. I'll talk to you quickly about that. So the River Lyme is a short river, some 50 kilometres, so about 3.1 miles in length, that flows through the Devon-Dorset border. It rises from multiple springs at Raymond's Hill near the village of Uplyme in East Devon and flows southeasterly through Dorset into the English Channel via Lyme Bay in the town of Lyme Regis. The river falls over 200 metres from its source. So yeah, we have to stop here because this bit is quite relevant to the town. So Lyme Regis is famous for its geology, fossils and its unparalleled role in the birth of earth sciences. The local blue lias, locally found to the east and west of Lyme, contains the remarkable fossil remains of marine creatures from the Jurassic seas of 180 million years ago. It was on these beaches that one of Lyme's most famous citizens, Mary Anning, discovered the first complete ichthyosaur to be found in England. She was just 12 years old at the time. Through her hard work and scientific approach to recording her discoveries, Mary established herself as a renowned paleontologist and working with contemporaries Buckland, Conybeare and Henry de la Becque played a pioneering role in developing our understanding of the Earth. In recent years, Mary Anning has been receiving the recognition she deserves, with the National History Museum hailing her as the unsung hero of fossil discovery. On the 21st of May 2022, a new statue, Mary Anning, was unveiled at the eastern end of Long Entry on what would have been Mary's 223rd birthday. A must for any budding paleontologist is Lyme Regis Museum, built on the site of Mary Anning's former home. The museum houses a fascinating collection recording the Jurassic history of Lyme Regis, featuring an interactive fossil gallery in the brand new extension. With Lyme Regis being a gateway to the Jurassic Coast World Heritage Site, fossils are still found by people of all ages on Lyme's beaches, and with a bit of patience and luck you might be able to find your own fossil. But remember to think safely first. Always check the tide tables before heading out and follow the fossil hunting collecting code. The hunt for fossils is by joining an organised tour where visitors can learn more about the fascinating creatures and explore the coast in a safe way. But yeah, there we go. Right, let's crack on. As you can see, look at this. And it just opens up the more you walk round, but look at that. Incredible, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. And the perfect day, as I keep saying, to appreciate this wonderful part of Dorset. It really is. And we haven't really even started properly today yet, have we? We're only at the beginning. Look at that. It really is superb. I can always find a proper word for these sort of wonderful places, but yeah. Look at that, as far as you can see out there. I think we've got to go up here. So, I mean, I can't see that there's, because this goes around there and I think it probably comes to a dead end. I'm just trying to use footpath map and I've asked a couple of people, but some people aren't that sure. So let's see where this goes. This is going to be a good view anyway, isn't it? Look at this. Yeah. There we go, look at that. Okay. A lot of steps. It's a lot. So we're at the top of this cliff, and this car park is here. So we've got a picture of an acorn. Oh, brill, yeah. There we go, it's Charmouth Road. Perfect. And yeah, the same sort of information there and a great view in front there to the side. Right, okay, we'll follow this and we'll crack on. Well, it's not looking like we're going to be able to actually walk along some of the coast, because a lot of people don't really, like even the locals here, know fully how to get on the coastal path. I think one gentleman was saying that you could walk along the beach, but you've obviously got to be careful of the cliffs, not being close to them. So I don't want to risk anything like that. I'd rather go up the road from Charmouth Road car park, and we'll get on a footpath on a safer you know, path, and then we can then sort of walk down towards the coast, hopefully. So it's taken a bit of a twist today, hasn't it? We've walked up the road a bit, and there we go, look, perfect. We found what we wanted. So, got to go through this little gate. Should be a bit more signposted better along the main road, because it just sort of leads you into the car park and then you don't know where you've got to go next. We're on track. Let's appreciate this, folks. Right. Oh no, path closed due to landfalls. Oh dear. Oh, that's not good to see, folks, is it? Oh no. Well, there's a bench there and it's getting on now, so I might just have my lunch. But anyway, we'll have a lunch and we'll ponder on it. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's not like a block or anything like that, like a fence here, you know, but not even anyone like in this area sort of said anything, but that's probably why there's been this uncertainty about where you can actually walk at the moment. Anyway, I spoke to a lady that went past me on my lunch, and she said if we did go that way, the path starts going like this, and about 10 or 15 minutes it comes to an end, so it's all blocked off. So she did say that we can go back, well, towards the road and then up the road, and then we get onto a footpath and we can go that way to Charmouth. So it's not all doom and gloom. So I'm going to pack up and we'll crack on. Thank goodness. So yeah, just saying it again, I just wish it was a little bit more clearer, like notices about it, just so you're aware of what's happening, because if you haven't been here before, you need to sort of be a bit more informed. But yeah, there you go. Lady said that you have to go up the woods, so here we go then. Completely wasn't expecting anything like this today, and that looks quite steep, doesn't it? What's coming up here, it is steep, I can assure you, and there's lots of bluebells about. Right, here we go then. This will certainly burn up the Marmite sandwich quite quickly, I would imagine. Oh, there's a black bird I just shot off. Right. Yeah, just a path on the right here, look, footpath closed due to landfalls. So there's a lot of them, isn't there? God, look at the amount of wild garlic here. It literally, like, if you could imagine like being in a supermarket and you've got garlic either side of you, this is what it's like. I know garlic doesn't really smell much in the shop, but this really is pungent. Wow. It loves it up here, doesn't it, the wild garlic. Okay, cool. So we got the sign to go right here. It's improving the situation, but of the signage. But yeah, it could be a busy road along here, so just be careful. I think that we got another walker up here. It's about a quarter of a mile, this couple said, before we turn off. Well, we've just gone past the golf course, and we're going to be leading on to a proper main road. There's a path on the side, which is good. So we'll go along there, and apparently the path is on our right soon. So there's the indication on the road here, but it indicates that this has been like this for quite some time, this divert, doesn't it? If you know what I mean by foot golf, there is foot golf over there, Jurassic foot golf it is. Just had a little look on Google. But yeah, you're basically just, oh, here we go. This is through, yeah, through the golf course. But yeah, you're literally just kicking a ball into like a larger hole, and you go round on, like, I don't know, like you could go on like 10 or 11 different courses with different obstacles. It's good fun with your mates. Yeah, we're going the right way, just making sure I'm not cutting off or going onto someone's line of shooting here. There's a signpost coming up. Someone's stuck on a golf ball on the signpost. I think he had a good shot. I used to sort of do a bit of golfing, but it was more just at a driving range, but it was enjoyable though. Right, there we go, Charmouth. Always good to see those signs carrying on. Presumably it's the A3052 making that sound. But yeah, 1 mile to Charmouth, 1.5 miles back to Lyme Regis. So yeah, okay. Ooh. Right, I think we know who that might be, folks. The one and only. Love it. A bit more open here. And it's only a matter of time before we'll see a view over Charmouth. A first early glimpse of the town. Have a look up here. Oh, lovely. Yeah, so over there you can see the Charmouth beach. Can't be long now until we're down there, really, I don't think. So the sign says half a mile. Then we sort of descend out. I can imagine it will just be a case of going down at this point. Oh, this house here has got a terrific view. My goodness, look at this. Wow. Stunning, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. Can you imagine just finishing your Weetabix in the morning and then gazing over Charmouth? I can imagine these properties up here would fetch quite a lot, wouldn't they? So we're going to go down the street, which is this main road coming up here. Yeah, you can see that these signs have been here for ages, can't you? So I think it's probably the way it's going to be, isn't it, moving forwards, because you can't fix a cliff. There we go, folks. And as we just look to the right when we're down here, you can see Lyme Regis, of course, and the Cobb. Well, the car park's a reasonable size, and I think there's more car parking over there as well, so ideal. Okay, so I'm just going to have a quick little, as I say, a little tour of this area so you've got an idea of what it's like. Got the river coming through here, and then there's a bridge that you can go over to the other side at the beach Charmouth, giving them a shout out. We've just got to go through here, and you've got the Golden Cap 3 miles from here. So yeah, and then Sea Town 4 miles. So of course we're not carrying on, but if you want to, you've got this signage there to tell you what's happening next along this coastal path, and people are boating around this area, which is really nice, and the ducks down there are chilling. Right, so that's the sort of main beach here, as you can see. But I'm going to head back now, but we made it. And it's kind of like it is a pebbly beach with small stones, you know, gravelly stones. But anyway, I'm probably going to walk back, but unless the bus just stops next to me at a bus stop in Charmouth, then I'll hop on. But yeah, I'll probably walk back. Before I do head back to Lyme Regis, got to check this place out. The final view of Charmouth. There you go. Look at that. What a wonderful coastline, isn't it? Okay. Right. Off we go. Well, there we are. The walk is complete. We did 8 kilometres in the end. I had some issues with Google Fit estimating them, but I've looked online and that is about right for what we did today. But what a place this is, you know. Absolutely love Lyme Regis, and I couldn't recommend it more. You mean, you've got to put it on your bucket list. All right, you've got to do it because it's definitely worth coming here, even if it's just for the, you know, only one time you do. But yeah, so the scenery, as you saw, is outstanding, isn't it? You really can't beat this. You know, when you come down from the car park and you've got that preview of what's to come, and you've got the Cobb as well there, you know, absolutely stunning. And then it just continues as you walk out of Lyme Regis, and then you go up the hill. So moving on to the terrain, you know, it is quite steep at times, and you've got to go up 114 steps when you walk around Lyme Regis. So you've just got to bear that in mind. And then of course you've got the climb of the road. You know, most of the path is pretty well maintained, you know, all the way to Charmouth. Now, this particular walk isn't going to be suitable for everyone because of the steep hills, you know, and the fact that you've got to go up steps and things like that. So, you know, even if you don't decide to do this walk, you can really appreciate just coming to Lyme Regis because there's so much to do here. You know, the family are going to love it. You know, whoever you come with, or if you just come on your own, you're going to really appreciate just being here on the beach, enjoying different things that are here, like the cob, got the museum, just taking it all in, you know. You know, coming here because of Mary Anning and seeing a statue as well, you know, awesome. Learning about, you know, her discovery. So signal is pretty much all right, to be honest. I mean, there were like dips where like you're up on the cliffs and you think you've got signal, but you haven't. So, I mean, it's not too much of a big issue because the signposts are there. I can think of really about navigation, because everything else was really good, was the fact that when we went up the 114 steps, we got to Charmouth Road car park, it gets you to the road, but then it doesn't really give you another sign to go up right and then look out for another sign. And the signs were a little bit hidden away because of the everything's overgrown. So you just got to bear that in mind. But then you go into the nice fields, and then you go into the woodland area, and you can see these lovely bluebells. But then it says about that obviously there's a landfall, and I think the other sign should maybe say like diversion just underneath it, just to be a bit more clearer, do you know what I mean? Then you know what you're doing. So yeah, it was just that, but the rest was good. The rest was good. So it's just a little bit more, just a tiny bit more needed there, I think, just to help you out if you have not done this before, if you get what I mean. How easy is Lyme Regis to get to? Very easy indeed. You don't need to worry about you know, going through country roads, narrow roads. So very straightforward, very straightforward. You can come from Sidmouth, or you can come from the other direction, obviously from Charmouth way. So it's, yeah, really straightforward, no issues. So parking, plenty of parking, but today was exceptionally busy because you can understand it was a lovely day, nice and hot. So I parked in Holmbish car park on the top of the hill, but you might have to hang about a bit and wait for a space. You've got Cobgate car park, which is down here basically, around where the cob is, but there are other ones as well, but not so big. But of course you've got the car park at Charmouth Road car park. That's another one you can have a look at. In terms of how much parking was, I had to pay £15. Yeah, I know it's a bit steep, but it gave me 10 hours. Prices are going up at the moment, aren't they? And there's not a lot we can do about it, but it's worth it. You know, coming here was worth it for £15 to park. And you know, I mean, any sort of lower than that, if you pay for a cheaper ticket, then you probably won't have long enough to appreciate being here. Places nearby, there's Otterton, which is inland, and you can watch me cross the river Collie. And but if you enjoy this area and you want to see more of the Jurassic Coast, then you can check out Budleigh Salterton. You can also check out Otterton as well, the Otterton circular that I did. Also keep an eye out for the next walking highlights draw. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. But it's been a fantastic day, really enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. And we made it at Dorset, and if you want to see more of this this county, let me know, and let me know in the comment section. That'd be great. But anyway, thank you for watching, and join me for another walking journey very soon. And it's bye bye from me in Lyme Regis.
Please consider subscribing and giving this video a thumbs up, and check out my channel for other adventures.